London Indie Underground, 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 London Indie Underground. London Indie Underground, 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 London Indie Underground with your host Jimmy. London Indie Underground, 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 London Indie Underground with your host Jimmy. The music for all your needs with great personalities, bringing all wet bands in the land to all broadcasting you straight out from the fall. London Indie Underground, 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 London Indie Underground with your host Jimmy. London Indie Underground, 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 London Indie Underground with your host Jimmy. James, that is.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the late edition of the London Indie Underground, London's only independent music podcast, showcasing some of our area's most talented artists, bands, and personalities. Thanks for joining us this evening. My name is Jimmy James. We're broadcasting live from the Vault Recording Studio at Adelaide and Princess here in London, Ontario. And joining me as always, well, not as always, Gary, because you did have a couple of absences, but as usual, I will say, is Gary Begner. GB?
As per how he's feeling, yes.
Yes?
Yes.
How
Or
is
if he's
it?
in town. Yeah, good. How you doing?
Good, man.
Good.
Good.
Full house.
It is a full house.
The couch is
Wow. This
filled.
let me tell you, this couch has seen a lot of action.
Yeah.
Seen a lot of butts.
Yeah.
Been a lot of butts in these seats. So, so again, thanks for joining us today. I'm assuming that we might have some new listeners. Certainly, we've had a lot more activity over the last little while with respect to Facebook and some of our socials. And I'm hoping as a result of that, we've got some new listeners that are going to tune in and check out some music from London and southwestern Ontario, in addition to the band that is going to be performing with us this evening, which is, fun fact, gentlemen, so we've got Kelly, Alex, and Justin. Thanks for joining us, gentlemen.
Voices.
Thank you very much for having us.
And you've also elected to sit in for the podcast, which and obviously our guests are more than welcome to do that. It's just not accustomed to, I guess, but that said, I'm glad you're joining us. I always like when people want to come in and kind of contribute to the conversation, because truth is we never know which way it's going to go, and sometimes things can get a bit colorful on the band's behalf. So thank you.
True. We like crayons. We color a lot.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Favorite color?
Green.
Call that a crayon.
I do call that a crayon. I do.
Green's the
I
color
also
of
like
nature.
red and amber, but whatever.
I see what you did there.
Yes. I enjoyed what I did there. I'm just going to sit here and pretend that I'm relevant.
Your hat makes you relevant.
It does, on my butyl-sized head.
And last time I checked, you're the guy with the mic, so.
Haha.
Yeah, you win this one.
Hey guys, do you want to come and talk about
The only thing I'll have to ask you guys is when we're in close quarters like that is to be mindful of the mics. If we tap on them, it translates to some tap out on their end. But that's it, no big deal. Also joining us today, Michael Marucci, who, surprise.
Hi.
You're here. How are you?
I'm good. I'm great.
Good, man.
You watch me get drunk in real time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've seen that.
Hey, listen, I saw that happen before.
Yeah?
Did we tell
Were you at
that
the
story?
lake?
No, we were here after the I Mother Earth show.
Yeah. That was fucking right shit.
Dude, that's an understatement.
What was that drink you were chugging?
Okay, no.
Man, I wasn't even here, and I know the story in full
Okay,
details.
so I'll introduce the
vividly.
others. So obviously, Brandon Beatty.
Hi,
How are you, man?
I'm good.
With your pink shirt and your flip-flops.
Yeah, what's everyone... I look beachy.
H&M.
It's hot
You are hot.
and muggy, H&M.
H&M. It's the only place to go.
I wasn't thinking beachy, but
I know what you were thinking, but...
what was
George Michael.
Wham, thank you, ma'am.
George Michael.
I seem very masturbating in a public place.
That's Boy George. Wait,
No.
wait.
it? No, he wasn't masturbating. He was
You also
getting
could have went with George Michael Blue.
That's George Michael.
No, I thought he got caught with a prostitute in a public bathroom.
No.
Yeah.
The big one was the masturbating in the bathroom.
Masturbating in the bathroom.
No,
It's a
well,
public
it was
bathroom.
George Michael, and,
And
then
it was
Boy
Pete-
George, which is all relevant because of Arrested Development,
Yes.
where this was all found out a couple
It
days
was-
ago.
Oh, really?
It was
So
Colonel...
yeah, Boy George assaulted, and then George Michael was in the public washroom.
It was Colonel Mustard in the bathroom with the dildo.
Right.
Boom.
This is the shittiest murder weapon.
No, I think that
Literally.
would be the plug.
There's a video game. I forget which video game it is, but it's some crazy game where the whole purpose of the game is to just destroy everything that's on the level. And one of the weapons is like a giant purple dildo.
What was that Manhunt?
No.
Back in the-
No,
Was
it's
that-
Grand Theft Auto. Yeah,
No,
they had
no, no,
Grand
it's
Theft
not
Auto.
great. It'll,
And it
it'll
was-
come to you. It'll come.
Anal
that an
Assassin's
an-
Creed
yeah.
2?
Was that an Anvil concert?
Everybody's a joker. Also joining us, Mr. Dan Tran.
Welcome.
Dan, it's a pleasure having you here. You
Yeah.
know, you've kind of arrived
I'm
in time.
I'm here sometimes. I'm not here other times.
You don't say.
Fact.
Like Santa Claus.
But you class it up when you do show.
I do.
Okay, so I'm going to tell this story quickly because I think this is hilarious. So we went to see I Mother Earth at London Concert Theatre, a.k.a. Cowboys.
Yeehaw.
The drink.
And
The knack.
formerly the drink. And afterwards, we came back here for a bit of a social, and Mike showed up, and also Travis, who is the evening host at FM 96, who runs their indie show.
Right.
He came to hang out with us too. So Travis shows up, and he's got a couple of these like Seagram's berry cooler can things that I guess they got at work or something like that. It was some
No, that he
swag
purchased with his own money.
yeah, some swag that they got. So he throws them in the fridge, and he's like, "Man, I only had a couple. That's all I had with me. Whatever." And so he knew he was going to get teased for it, but nonetheless, he threw them into the fridge. And so he goes to the washroom, and Mike's, we're talking, and he's like, "Man, you got anything to drink?" And I'm like, "Yeah, well, there's some PBR in the fridge." And he's like, "I won't drink that piss." And so he goes to the fridge and he grabs this can of Seagram's Cooler or whatever it is. And I'm like, "Hey, dude, that actually belongs to Travis. He's just in the washroom right now." Click, and immediately downs the whole thing. Now it was like very Napoleon Dynamite movement,
Yeah.
And so he chugs the whole thing, like chucks the can, and then grabs my bottle of Johnny Walker that's sitting in the door. Oh no, he didn't chuck the can. He threw it on the floor, and then he grabbed the can, and then he grabs the Johnny Walker, opens it up, and pours it directly into the can. And I'm like, "Dude, I don't think that's a good idea." So, and then he starts drinking this, and he's, getting this, menacing look on his face, like, "Oh, it's just the strongest shit ever." And I'm like, "Hey, man, if you're going to puke, man, make sure you make it to the washroom." So then he goes over, kind of stumbles into the middle of the hallway, grabs the garbage can, and puts it ever so gingerly onto the floor and tees it up like he's getting ready to chuff. And I'm like, "Dude, just go out into the hallway, man. The washroom's out there." So he does this, like, turn and, like, stumbles out of the door. Oh, my God. We're like, "Hey, man, is Mike okay?" And then he reemerged, like, 10 minutes later, and he was like, "I'm good. Good to go. What else you got?"
What else do you got?
And then I messaged you the next morning.
Yeah.
I love cocaine. So much cocaine.
Really?
No.
Okay, good.
No, just no.
Yeah. Just remember the people there can't see your facial expressions over there, and you're like, "I love cocaine." Everybody's not like,
can, because
I know,
this-
but they get really.
All they
like,
can see is my hands, so I'm
Yeah.
like,
I'm looking at it here.
Those sarcasm
Yeah.
hands.
I'm looking at it here. You don't even.
Jazz
You barely see Mike. So everybody on Radio Land or Podcast Land is all like, "Man, Michael likes Coke."
That's all right. You can smoke crack and become mayor.
You have to be.
Or
Yeah,
I think you have to be mayor first.
and then smoke
Oh,
crack.
Yeah.
geez.
No,
Deal
yeah,
crack.
that's
Then
a
you
long
become
line
mayor.
of opium dealers.
Yes.
The Ford family has been known for dealing opium, I hear.
Well,
Oh,
hashish.
Hashish?
Yeah,
Hashish.
hashish. Yeah.
And yeah, they call it hashish. They're very technical.
Well, when you smoke and sell enough of it,
I guess it gets kind of tilted.
you call it Sir Hashish.
It's the only thing they put extra effort into. Yeah. He makes shortcuts everywhere else, so he has to go the long term for hashish. That's his workout
He
for the
makes
week.
shortcuts because he's 900 pounds.
I know. It's like
I
hash.
do not smoke crack cocaine, nor have I ever been an addict of crack cocaine.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Thanks for your support, Toronto.
And nor did that unicorn smoke crack cocaine. Bastard. Where's my $20?
So last week we were mentioning that there was a public crack starter, which has been dubbed.
They
campaign.
reached it.
And they reached their goal of $200 and some thousand. Well, it was just a shade over $200,000. So
But the dude went missing, didn't he?
Yeah, so
okay.
they've the people who have this video
Missing?
mysteriously gone quiet. Well, I think that it might have already been secretly purchased. You know what I mean? We don't know. So what they're going to do with the money? I think they said they're going to give it a month, and if they're not able to procure this video, they're going to donate the money to a charity.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but people didn't pay their hard-earned $10 for
give
some
away.
charity.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I
it was
don't.
mentioned before you started donating. You know what's up.
Yeah.
They should
True, but with Kickstarter, like if the artist you're pledging to doesn't make their goal, the money
gets
just comes
returned.
back to you.
Yeah.
So,
They
Yeah,
meant
they're-
they have to.
Yeah, they met
Yeah.
their goal.
yeah, the charity is new Escalades for him and his buddies.
Yeah, I think it's just put in
Nice.
it's put in escrow until the
They should use it to fix the DVP.
yeah. Did you see the pictures in that?
Yeah.
Wow, what a mess, eh?
Just need some shop vacs. Suck all that water
Shop
out of there.
Well, I mean that's just one of the
I
many
know.
issues with it. There's been people driving along and giant chunks of concrete are falling
I
from
know.
it.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Life is a highway. Hopefully that's not the DVP.
Well, there's been a lot of discussion too about even taking the DVP out in favor of developing
They're-
the waterfront, right?
Actually, last week I was down in Amherst, New York, and down in Buffalo, what they've done is they're getting ready to actually take the Skyway out, because they're just going to basically make it a throughway and turn it back, reclaim it all into parkland. Because everything below the Skyway is just like abandoned buildings now
Oh, yeah.
and just dilapidated. So they've already been rebuilding
Shanty
their
City.
what's it called, the canals and everything. So they're basically going to do that. It's actually quite nice. So if they do that with the DVP,
It'd be great, but can you imagine how fucked up that's going to make the city for that
period of time.
period of
Oh, yeah,
time until they
completely.
get things sorted?
Oh,
Mind
without
you,
question.
Mind
Yeah,
you, but
years
anytime they
ago.
do any paving, that fucks everything up. Wherever
I can only imagine because I can't even get into my parking spot right now, and I'm in London on Talbot Street.
Yeah, but London is the capital of
Construction, yeah.
and trains.
Oh,
Yes.
fucking
Trains. definitely.
Got
well,
two
and when
seasons,
they-
winter and construction.
And when they do construction here, they do, and I've said this before, they do it on all parallel roads, right? So you're
Yeah.
driving down one
Oh.
of these roads, and you're like, "Ha, I got you, motherfuckers! I'm just gonna go around this road and get onto the next one."
Yeah.
Boom, construction on
Boom,
that one
roasted.
too.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
the bitch.
I got
All the city
planners
councilors
are
just
no,
horrendous.
it's awful. But I got pulled over for cutting through a parking lot the other day because I couldn't go down Talbot anymore. I'm like, well, fuck, I'm not gonna wait in this traffic. I didn't get a ticket.
No,
I got a ticket last night, parking ticket, but not in a handicap spot.
Pregnant spot?
no, I parked in a handicap.
It was only M Park, so I don't need to pay it.
Why would you park in a handicap?
I didn't know
Did
I
you ever
didn't
hear
know.
that song?
what.
Who's that guy?
Wesley Willis. Don't park in a handicap zone.
Could be.
Yes, I did it, and it was purely accidental. And normally, you see like handicap spots or disabled spots, I guess is the
Yeah.
politically
Sorry.
is they're normally the symbol is painted onto the concrete, but where I parked, it was not painted onto the concrete, and there was a sign that must have been this big. And it was almost like they were baiting me into it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
London
They're like,
tourist trap.
we're gonna get this guy.
But don't they make it so big so that disabled people can see it?
If they're
Well,
driving,
normally they can't
come on.
because
Yeah, but I don't think they're not allowed.
normally they can't see it because guys like Jimmy are parked. I'm pretty sure that's a spot. There's a sign, but they.
I think you have to be able to see to drive, though, right?
Right?
That's kind of an
failed
important.
that.
There,
Well, yeah, yeah. Better get the
Actually,
old goggles checked.
there's something that I saw a little while ago that made me quite scared. There was this woman, she had one of those canes indicating that she was blind, and she was walking around to Chapters, and I went out and I watched her get into a car, fold up the cane, and drive off. Like, if you're legally blind, how are you driving? This is scaring me.
Yeah.
Just a little
What's
bit.
she doing at the chapter?
She's like,
I'm blind.
They have
extensive
house of
rail
books.
section. She had a kid with her though, and I don't know. Maybe the kid was directing. It's like, okay, stop.
While she
seeing
drives?
My child.
seeing outside. He had a
Hey, you,
harness and
sit in this
everything.
fucking car.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, but
Have you
it was frightening.
Have you ever tried to drive blindfolded while somebody guides you as to where you're going?
Yes.
Yeah, I do that. I do that twice a week actually. It's my
You're going to
favorite.
turn
It's kind of like trust
4
falls, you know?
meters.
This is horrible, but I used to work Sunday mornings, and I would get just crazy on Saturday nights, and then drive in the morning, and it's really quiet. So see how long I could drive with my eyes closed.
Man.
Pretty good.
I'm getting good.
It's a great story, Dave.
It is a great.
I am
story.
very irresponsible.
Well, they can park.
Don't let
themselves.
me babysit your children.
What is this like? Is this starting to become a confess your crime podcast?
Yeah, I was gonna say. There's one time I knifed this man for no apparent reason and left his corpse in a gutter. I mean,
He wouldn't
Seems
give
like
me
the
a
trendy
cigarette.
thing to do in London,
it's
right?
very true. I mean, I really like pierogies.
Hey man, give me a smoke. I don't smoke. Yeah.
Or hey, can I borrow your lighter for
Yeah.
a second? And then you borrow the lighter. It's like, hey, can I get my lighter back? What fucking lighter? Yeah. You saying I stole your lighter? This is my lighter. And then the fight breaks out just over the lighter. It's like, dude, it's $1.95.
And then
Bic.
you
Walk
jab
away
him
from
repeatedly
And
with a
then-
sanded
yeah.
down, you know.
Hold on a
Lighter?
second. I
No.
got it.
Like he
Hold on.
sands the lighter down.
Hold on a second. I got it.
Whittle this down for tonight.
Stab
Hold
you with
on.
the safety.
Hold on.
That's,
You'd ask for your lighter back.
that's only with handy guys, though. They're all like, hold on a second. I'm going to make your lighter into a
MacGyver.
dagger with my knife.
McGonagall.
Yeah.
McGonagall.
All right, well, let's get to a track here.
Something
Come
about
back.
killing.
Some no. No, actually, one of the bands that's performed on our podcast before, which is the Mercy Now, they just sent me a brand new track, which was a song that they actually performed here live for us.
Okay.
I think it was the first time that they ever had performed it, so they went into the recording studio. My friend Lee Rogers has a studio in Toronto called Pro Gold, which they work with Ian Blurton out of. So we'll check this out. So this is some brand new Mercy Now. This is Trust Us on the London Indie Underground.
Got no time for a hand and let's go. Or for a wink and a shake that I don't know. I gotta trust in us. Got let loose on a crowd and no shows. Took a whip from a woman with no nose. My trust turned to dust. I said a 7 C's for you. I get up and it knees for you. I beg you to leave for you. I bleed for you. What do I need to feel that lack of attention? You still know it on that mood of contention. It's never gonna satisfy. One last call to the great subsiders. It's so hard to keep the fire inside us. For the weights of the rise. For you, I said a 7 C's for you. I get up and it knees for you. I beg you to leave for you. I bleed for you. Take my hand, and you won't need any other. Take my hand. Take my hand, and you won't need any other. Take my hand. Take my hand. I said a 7 C's for you. I get up and it knees for you. I beg you to leave for you. I bleed for you. Yeah, for you. I shoot the stars from the sky for you. I'll take the blackest of fire for you. Oh, don't you see how I cry for you? I die for you. Take my hand, and you won't need any other. Take my
I haven't had white bread in forever.
Mercy Now with Trust Us here on the London Indie Underground. If you're just tuning in for the first time, just so you know, you may be hearing some music that you might not have heard otherwise. We've kind of called out to the market and asked, independent musicians in this area to send us tracks so that we can feature it. And that's really one of the things that we're trying to do here is to promote some of the independent music that's in this market. And I think it's a general consensus that London and more specifically southwestern Ontario is a real hotbed of of independent music. There's just so much talent in this area, and we've been exposed to a lot of it as a direct result of this podcast. And I want to thank all the bands that have taken the time to send us a quick email and attach a couple of MP3s to it. So, incidentally, if you happen to be in a band you tuned in for the first time, you'd like to send us some tracks, please do. Just send us an email to londonindieug@hotmail.com and attach a couple of MP3s, as well as, make sure that your band's information is encoded within them so that when we load it in, we operate off of iTunes. So when we go to play your music, at least we know who it is. There's some times where I do have to, to go in and manually key in what the band information is, but it's always great when we can have that already included. So thanks for joining us. Once again, coming up at, I guess we'll do it about 8:15 because we started this baby a little bit late today. Fun Fact is going to be performing with us. And although they're sitting in for the podcast, we lost a couple members. They're going to be back here shortly. But they'll be contributing to whatever the conversation, wherever this thing goes.
Where'd they go?
They went into the Forest City to find its friends,
Oh, did they eat at Ming's Buffet
perhaps.
earlier this afternoon?
Then don't come back.
At Ming's Buffet?
Have you ever eaten there?
No.
Yes.
You love it. Ugh.
Wings.
Ugh.
The only time I've eaten there, though, is being after Call the Office, like Punk Night or Retro Night.
Okay, do you know this place? It's the Chinese buffet restaurant that used to be the Burger King on Dundas and Clarence.
Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah.
It's like
It got shut down for like 132 violations or something.
Never been there sober.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Had that once.
Go try and eat it.
Yeah, no.
no.
Violation.
I mean, they fixed it.
Oh, I'm sure they
Last
did.
time I was
Like
there, it was
roulette.
2 in the morning, and I was trying to get noodles out of the heating tray, and they were just the whole thing of noodles were just hard. Whole thing was
Great.
just stuck to the thing,
This
and I'm
sounds
like
delicious.
scraping it.
Sometimes you're drunk.
That's
Well,
traditional.
no.
Desperate.
And see, this is the
You're
thing.
desperate, and I really want.
I really
noodles.
wish that there was a place like,
Remember-
in Guelph, there's this place called Sun Suns.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
Sunset.
Yeah, and
You
it's
bitch.
like a Chinese restaurant during the day, but they
Yeah.
bring out all the leftovers from the buffet and everything, and then they put together like an after bar lounge
There
or
used to be one
lineup.
here.
Yeah.
Did there?
When where Green Tea is now used to be Orient Express,
Oh yeah.
and then at late night they would open up this window and you could pick like 3 items for $5. It was awesome.
I didn't know that, but I definitely rummaged through that place when James bought out the building and put on some kimonos and stuff.
You put on some
I have
photos.
some very.
Did you do
funny
some
stories.
karate too?
Yes, I have some very funny photos from that evening.
I want to see them.
So do I.
I felt real bad though, because when a business goes up for foreclosure,
Yeah.
and whoever bids on it, they immediately seize it. So when we were going in there, because he just took it over, all their like employees and owners still had their like personal memorabilia
Oh,
and
yeah,
everything
yeah.
around. So I, by the way, am also the 2002 London tennis champ.
Piles
Awesome.
of baby photos.
Did you keep these kimonos?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, I gotta pull up this photo.
You go,
There was
That's
like
his
5 of
after
us,
bar-
and that's what
Sorry.
I think that's what the servers had to wear though. But mine was blue. There were a couple yellows.
They had to wear kimonos? What
Yeah.
was the place called?
Rush.
Rush.
1973
The
Rush.
Orient Express.
I would love to do a photo shoot like that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's the whole thing. You just can't take yourself seriously anymore.
No, it's true.
Yeah. I'd do the kimono thing. That's hilarious.
Would ya?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, man. I see a lot of traditional band photos and dudes like, looking as hard as possible. But, sometimes I like to see the lighter side of stuff,
I think the lighter side is the better side,
Yeah, it's
personally.
true.
We're-
I'd rather-
Right now, fun fact: we're trying to find a teeter-totter because we want to do a band photo of Justin and Kelly on one side of the teeter-totter and me on the other side, and we're really hoping it like balances out so we can have a nice photo of such. But we're happy to see whatever happens with that, but we don't know where there's a teeter-totter. So.
Actually,
Man, there's a million playgrounds around here.
I know
Yeah,
there's
but
a
they
million
pulled,
playgrounds,
they
but-
pulled all the
just
teeter
drive
Really?
around the
They-
car
yeah.
with
Why?
the camera,
Be-
take pictures.
Because what was
just
the, what was the
record.
best thing about a teeter-totter when you were a
Getting
kid?
Getting off it.
catapult.
Yeah.
Dropping it and shooting the other guy up.
Oh, I thought the best part of the teeter-totter when you were a kid was putting your fingers in the well,
What?
either or. No, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say,
Wait,
where you
what
went
was
with
that?
That'd be horrible.
You and I have
I know I
different
did that when I
ideas.
was young. I did that. I broke my fingers doing that one time, I think. I can't remember.
Man,
Dramatic.
They got rid of teeter-totters?
It's a repressed
Well, they get
memory.
rid of
Yeah.
swings,
Repressed
too. I saw
rather
way,
not think about
way more broken bones from swings than teeter-totters.
Yeah, but that's I don't think it's the swing though that does it. It's the
No, it's the person.
launching.
Yeah.
yeah, and it usually happens when you're usually about 16 and you've just been introduced to Jack Daniels.
Yeah. Silent Sam was mine.
Oh, yes. It's like,
Russ, what we did one time, you got, the merry-go-round thing
yeah,
with the
yeah,
bars,
yeah.
right? So our buddy had a motorcycle,
Oh.
and so we connected a rope to it and had him pull it, and so a bunch of us were on it, and the thing got
That
going
happens
so
in
fast.
real
and-
life?
Oh yeah, dude,
Man.
you've never done that?
No!
Oh, it's great.
The best one we've done is like pulling GTs through like developing neighborhoods by a car.
That's fun too, man. We're hanging on to backs of buses with
Yeah.
your skateboard.
I did that
Yeah.
numerous times.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It sucks when you hit like a little pebble and stuff,
Oh.
and then you go flying.
It's kind of when the first
Yeah.
season of Jackass came out, and they were like, "Do not try this home." I was like,
I'm gonna
Let me-
try this at home.
"No." I was actually more like, "Let me count the things that I have done
Yeah.
already."
The list of things that I shouldn't have done, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you got to try it sometime. All you do is you wrap the cable around, and we just tied it onto the back of the bike,
Just
and
go.
it was a heavy one. So he gets going, and then going and going and going, and the thing starts spinning like out of control, right? And it's going so fast that it just about throws you off.
Ugh.
But dude, you're like dizzy for like 15 minutes after.
I can't even go on that by myself, self-propelled, without getting dizzy.
I'd be hurling at that speed
Yeah.
for sure.
It's good times.
I'll be out for a week.
It's all that shit you do 16 and prior. The shit that I don't even think your body can handle anymore. It's like the laws of physics kicked in.
I still think I can handle most things.
Yeah, my son has a skateboard, man, and I've hurt myself on it now. When I was young, I mean, you bail, like anybody does when you're skateboarding, but no big deal. You just get up, right? So I'm in the driveway. I'm like, check out this ollie, and I fall on my ass. I'm never doing that again.
We were. I was walking with Dan through the park a couple winters ago, and they had all the Christmas decorations out. And
Jump
I
off
was
the cannon.
I was doing some hardcore parkour in Vic
some
Park,
sneak kicks
and
off
it
the
was just
cannon.
me doing air kicks. So I jumped off the cannon and tried to get gallop onto this horse, and I pulled my groin, and it was like the tiniest little hop ever. I was like, man, I'm old. This sucks. I didn't even do anything cool
It
there.
just gets to a point, man, where you just can't do it. You got to hang it up. But that said, though, I have a couple of friends of mine that, back in the day were even a couple of years older than me, were the skateboard kids that I looked up to that were awesome. And a bunch of them are still going, like,
Oh yeah, well, I mean,
hardcore.
when you're Ryan Blacksaw, who's from London, who I went to high school with, he's like one of London's best now pro skaters. That kid still goes, and I think it's conditioning. Like your bones are used to it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
just
all
keep
the
at
muscles,
it. Yeah.
Keep working. and
I mean,
it's
look,
like-
how old's Tony Hawk now?
Yeah.
He's got to be, what?
Almost
mid-four-
55,
well,
or almost
even-
50, maybe.
I was going to
even-
say mid-40s.
Yeah, mid.
Even the guys prior to them.
Oh, yeah, who are still-
Soy,
yeah.
Alva.
Yeah.
God, all those guys, they still ride.
Did you guys see that the documentary about the Bones Brigade?
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I've seen the Bones Brigade one. I saw Dogtown.
It was really
I saw Dogtown. I haven't seen
Dogtown's
Wolf Brigade.
awesome.
No,
Yeah.
Bones Brigade is really good because it does interviews with them and it talks about, when they were kids and what it was like to come up, and what fascinated me was Rodney Mullen.
Yeah,
'Cause,
he's
Rodney
he's
Mullen
awesome,
was-
though.
Yeah, because he's got, I don't know if it's, what's the word that I'm looking for? Autism. Like he's slightly autistic, but he's really brilliant, right? And when you listen to him talk, it's awkward, but then he comes out with these moments of clarity and just brilliance and genius. But at the same time, he was kind of alienated because he was a bit of a weird kid, but he was dominating all of these skateboard competitions, right? And and such an innovator, creating these new tricks, and people were watching like, what the hell is this? Who is this kid? Came
I
out of
was
nowhere.
always Rodney Mullen. I was always around here, Chad Muska.
Yeah.
I like Mullen because he was very fluid on the board. Like
Yeah.
you see a lot of
Yeah.
guys like when we were in LA in the summer, we were watching we went down to the park in Venice Beach because they still have the bowls and it's still packed, right? Because
Right.
it's life out there. But you're watching guys skate, and there was a couple of guys that were just dropping the bowl, and it was just fluid. And then you see other guys going in, and you're like, "Fuck, that's a tornado about to hit 8 guys all at once." It's like, "I'm doing this," and they go in, and you're just like, "Oh, I can't watch."
It's so smooth. Like I just,
Yeah.
I've tried to do bowls and I've tried to do. I can't even do half pipe or a quarter pipe.
Yeah,
I could on my fruity boots, but
that's right.
Fruity boots.
yeah, I used to be that guy going to the barracks because I gave up skateboarding because I hurt my ankle real bad and then I just couldn't do anything other than an ollie or a kickflip. So I got back into fruity boot, rollerblading, Jimmy.
Fruity boots.
You never heard
Fruity
that
boot.
word? So
Fruity
you never heard what the worst part about telling your parents you rollerblade is?
No.
Never mind.
So you're gay.
How there's anything wrong with that?
But yeah, I mean, and I had a good time there, but I was always looked down upon, and then I was like, man, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
So then I tried skateboarding again, and now I don't.
Fuck that shit. It's all badass. Rollerblading, skating, boarding, skiing. All those guys who are
So
at the top
when-
of their game, they're all wicked. They're all amazing. I always give credit where credit's due. Seriously. Every single one of these guys.
I still like boarding over all of that, skateboarding over all that. More skill.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's insane.
You have. I would think you'd have like less control on a deck than you would with like blades. or
It's not
whatever.
attached to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The blades
what I-
aren't.
yeah.
Yeah, so in order for it to stay with you, especially when you're doing like kick flips and varials and stuff like that, you have to control the board. Otherwise, you go flying through the air,
Man.
and it leaves you. You got nothing to land on. You know what I
Watching
mean?
these guys like at the pro levels, like I still watch the X Games and all the other
Yep.
competitions. It's literally like it's another appendage of their body.
Yeah.
Like it blows my mind how well they are able to control it
Yeah.
and so fluently.
It was pretty.
I
nuts.
wish, man, I wish I could be 16 again
they
and
actually
try
have
it.
some really sick, like almost like slick. You know, I really love Epic Fail videos. I mean, I can get drunk and watch those all night. But they have Epic Win videos, and it's just dudes, just like 30 like slow motion vids of dudes like pro skaters just doing their shit, and you just watch their feet, and it's like, I don't know, you can't in slow mo you can't really pick out the difference between like that guy who lands it and this amateur who can't land it. But there's just so much subtlety going on there with the way his like foot moves or the shoe just touches, just taps the board to keep it.
Well,
keep
the other thing
stable.
is also it's always the center of gravity. I sucked as a rider because of the fact that I still am tall, lanky, goofy. So my center is much higher than like my friends who are smaller than I am. They have that, they can get lower on the board, right? So that's the great thing when you see guys like Tony Hawk. For a guy like me to watch Hawk skate, it's crazy because he's a big, tall guy,
Yeah.
and he's lanky, and
Yeah.
he's, you're just like, if that was me, I'd be like, split chin, tooth coming, the old Sidney Crosby
Oh, yeah.
tooth through my cheek routine because I chinned out on the coping, and I'd be like, well, this sucks. I'm not going to skateboard anymore, or I'm going to wear a face mask. No,
Knock on wood, I never had any serious injuries. Lots of road rash, tons of road rash.
yeah,
Coming down some big hills and getting speed wobble and bailing out. That was the
Oh
worst.
man!
Yeah, and then you jump off the board and you're trying to run and you take like these giant lunges to slow down.
I've
But then
never
you
run this fast in my life.
no, but then you still bail anyway.
yeah.
That's
We,
always fun.
Usually eat more dirt at that point too. It's like,
Are you familiar with the Westmount area?
Yes,
Do you know where Cranbrook and Viscount is?
I know where Viscount
Okay,
is.
at the very, very top of Viscount, it plateaus on Cranbrook Street. You have to go up this hill. We would go out there all the time at like 1 o'clock in the morning when no one's on the street. I used to live on Viscount, and we would street luge down Viscount because going from that way down to the mall, it's a very, very steady incline. So we would all, four of us, just race down all the way to Wonderland. They've now got speed bumps that are like, I don't know, 10 feet wide and then like half a, I don't know,
Super bump.
super bumps. We didn't know that the first time that they implemented them. And then we hit it real hard. So then later that night, yeah, it hurt. It hurt a lot. We kind of nursed our wounds, then sat on the front porch, and then watched all the cars witness them for the first time. Because it's all the students and like the rich kids in that area who would zoom by with their souped-up Honda Civics that they put in like 20 grand instead of their apartment into. But then they'd go zooming down it and hit those bumps and go fucking flying. And then bottom out. You'd see them pull over to the side of the road. Get out, check it.
All the things we did as kids, eh? Now we're all old.
Can we go back in time or what?
Pardon me?
Can we go back in time?
I wish,
Or
man.
what?
I wish. Certainly, there's some things that I would do again and some things that I would not.
2 chicks at once.
What would you do
Ole.
with $1 million bucks?
I think I'd do it all over again. Everything.
Oh, there's a few
Everything?
things-
Yeah.
Even
Why
the
not?
$2 bill.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, so we'll leave that one alone.
$2 bill, y'all.
All right, well, let's get to some more music here. I think I'm going to do a 3-song rock shocker.
Cool.
As a term coined by Brandon Eady. 2 in your ear and 1 in your rear.
I remember when I first said that on the radio show. You're like, you want to play a 3-song rock shocker? I was like, yeah. 2 in your ear, 1 in your rear.
It's perfect. I even had Grady cut it promo for us. I can't find it. I must have labeled it incorrectly, but otherwise I would certainly tee that up in advance of this. But nonetheless, we'll get to some more music here. So I do have to promote my boys in the Creekside Strays. They got a brand new album out, self-titled. It just came out now. It's only a couple of weeks old.
Mm-hmm.
One of the bands that's going to be performing with us at our kickoff fundraiser once we get into the new building, which I'm going to share some more information with you about in a little bit. I know you've probably seen our posts, and certainly we've had bands clamoring to get involved with this, and I got to tell you, it's humbling to be on this side of things and to see the support that we've been getting in return of everything that we've been trying to do here for the community. I think it's just good karma, and believe me, I'm really appreciative. So we'll get into this. So check out some Creekside Strays with Shit Out of Luck on the London Indie Underground.
You're tuned in to London Indie Underground. That was so-and-so with whatever it was. We need to get some girls in here, Jesus Christ.
Could you please do me the honor of staying in those black cherry lips? Oh, maybe you wouldn't mind sharing. I swear I'm not a bad man, no, I just work for a living, yeah, and I'll take care of you. A pretty good deal, and now I sit behind these bars and I realize, oh, that I'm shit out of luck, baby. I guess that I'm shit out of luck, baby. Baby, I guess that I'm shit out of luck, baby.
Studios. We provide only top quality backline gear with affordable hourly rates and package pricing. Audio-video production services are also available. Visit us online at undergroundsoundlondon.com.
Shackles on my feet, I deny everything I see. Strip away the things you say, and you're left with what you do. I'm too scared to walk alone, and I feel far from home. If I fall, will you carry me, carry me, carry me? Am I sinking in the sea of what I've come to be? If I drown, will you carry me, carry me, carry me? Holding on when I should let go. Sermon song on the radio. Strip away the things you say, and you're left with what you do. I'm too scared to walk alone, and I feel far from home. If I fall, will you carry me, carry me, carry me? Am I sinking in the sea of what I've come to be? If I drown, will you carry me, carry me, carry me? I'm too scared to walk alone, and I feel far from home. If I fall, will you carry me, carry me, carry me? Am I sinking in the sea of what I've come to be? If I drown, will you carry me, carry me, carry me?
London Indie Underground is London's only independent music broadcast, showcasing some of our area's most talented artists, bands, and personalities. Tune in to CHRW every Friday from 3:30 to 6 p.m. while your hosts Jimmy James and Brandon Eady spin all the best indie bands from London. Listen in for show announcements, ticket giveaways, and band interviews. London Indie Underground on CHRW.
Hey, this is Vanstone,
Bobby,
Mark,
Jeremy,
and Phoebes from the band The Divine Red of Kings. Like us on Facebook. You're listening to the London Indie Underground. Party on.
True love is love. Just to find me, boarded up with the wounds that we wear. Is life really good as it gets, or is it across the bed? Tread water, we are just falling in this life. Tread water, we are just falling in this life. This is goddamn town, it's got me back up against the wall, thousand by myself. Maybe someday I'll break free. Maybe someday I'll be forgiven.
The Divine Right of Kings with Fear and Self-Loathing here on the London Indie Underground. Brand new track from those boys. We're looking forward to having them on the program. I know they've been working hard at their new EP. This is the first track that's going to be dropping from it. But talk about a prolific band. I know these guys are just upstairs in the building here, and they've got their own little studio set up and been working away at a bunch of new material and kind of that perpetual motion, I guess, if you will, of continuing on. We're a little empty here in the booth. Everybody's filing in.
We lost everybody to the rain.
Hello, hello.
And here they
Come on in, join us. Join the party.
What do you guys have to play?
Are we going right now?
We're on. No, not yet.
Yeah. No,
Edie's making noise on the microphone. Are you guys coming in? We're live to air right now.
Yeah, we're on.
I'm not trying to. I just have to straddle this thing because it's so cozy in here.
I like straddling cozy things too. Anyway.
Deal with us while we pile into the booth here.
Do you rollerblade?
Track before that we heard was George Leach with "Carry Me." It was just a song we've been featuring for some time here, and truth is, I just really love that
Yeah,
song.
he's not southwestern Ontario, but
No.
but he's southwestern Vancouver.
Yeah, we'll take
Actually,
it.
more northern.
Still,
We'll take
it's
it.
still all
Yeah.
related.
It is. He's indie.
So welcome back,
And
gentlemen.
underground.
Cheers.
Ventured off.
Yes.
Had to go check on our friend Herb,
Right?
make sure he was all right.
Crisis averted.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Shoes and belt match. Herb Tarlick is in the house.
So listen, I know that there's some people that are listening in with some level of anticipation to find out who our winner is for the battle for the Underground version 2.0, which the winner is going to receive a pretty substantial promotional prize pack from us here at London Indie Underground, the Vault Recording Studio, J. Rhoda Photography, Gary Begner and Shirt for Brains custom screen printing, as well as from Jason Rhoda, J. Rhoda Photography, who's here in the building. Jay made it.
Woohoo!
And his lovely girlfriend is here too.
He was here too.
Nice to see them make it on. I know Jay's taken on a new job, which unfortunately has taken him away from some of our podcasts. But that said, the last couple of weeks he's been here, which is great. So we always look forward to having him out. And it's good news for you guys too, because he'll be taking some pictures of you while you're performing. And I know he's been dabbling in video too. He's takes the audio from the stream and puts together his own little videos. So yeah, I'm sure you can anticipate something coming down the pipe.
System recording.
We're very excited for
Cool.
this.
We have that capability. That's what we
He
have.
needs to edit in the old gray mare dancers, the old man dancers from while you're performing.
She ain't what she used to be.
Hey,
Didn't we do that?
that guy's giving it away for free.
Didn't we do that last week too?
We did. Oh man, we
I still
always
love
do the
it.
same jokes.
Yeah.
It's all good. Yeah.
Merkin.
Pew, pew.
Disgusting. It's American.
So, folks, thanks for tuning in for the London Indie Underground. Just so you know, and if you happen to be tuning in for the first time, we do have an archive of our previous week's podcast. It's growing rather, pretty large. I think we've got 34 or 35 previous weeks, and with the exception of 1 week, I believe at Christmas time, we have been. We've been pretty diligent week in and week out to provide you some content, and we appreciate you inviting us into your homes. And sharing in these evenings with us. That said, if you'd like to check out the archive, there's two ways you can do it. We recently launched our website, londonindieunderground.com. You can click on podcast, which you might incidentally be on that page right now, and there is a link for the archive. And click on that; it'll take us to, or take you rather, to the YouTube channel where you can view the previous weeks. Last week's we had the Alcoholies with us, which. You were here.
I was. That was fun.
Which was awesome. The previous week to that, UTKF, and then the previous week to that was Texas Kings. So certainly a great sampling of some music from this area over the past couple of weeks, and we're going to continue to do so moving forward. You may have noticed that over the next few weeks we don't have a lot booked, and there's a reason for that. We're going to be moving our facility. My phone keeps ringing here. Somebody doesn't know I'm podcasting. So we're going to be moving our facility in the same building, so we're not going far. But the space that we're going to be taking over is going to afford us the ability to do a lot more for the community beyond just the podcast. We're going to continue on with the same format. You know, the look and feel of it is going to be a little bit different, perhaps. But beyond that, we're going to be able to do our own shows in this facility, which we're really looking forward to, and we really want to offer that next level of support to the community. So. Exciting times for us here at London Indie Underground, and moreover, I just want to thank everybody that's embraced us, that shared, any of the content that we provide online. A lot of it is maybe in some senses is rants on my part, or thoughts that I have about the music scene. And I never claim to be the expert. I'm really not. I'm just a guy that's with some experience, that's trying to at least do my part. And provide some insights based on the experiences that I've had. But certainly all that's open to interpretation, and we encourage anybody that has thoughts on that. Feel free to comment on anything that you see. If you on Twitter and you do that sort of thing, feel free to give us a follow at London_Indie_UG, where we do post up obviously things related to the podcast, but from time to time, show announcements and things that are related to the indie content in this community, which is really what we're all about.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been posting a bunch of junk on there lately too.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've got a number of us that post from the accounts, but Brandon has come into the fold, and obviously I couldn't be more happy about that, particularly with all the experience that you bring from Summer Camp Productions and everything that you've been involved with. And I think that's a huge asset, not only to London Indie Underground, but to the community at large. So thank you, man. Thank you.
My pleasure, man.
Yeah, man.
My pleasure.
And I do need to take a minute to thank one of our new sponsors. Molson Coors has come on board with us here, London Indie Underground, and has provided us with some delicious beverages that we can provide not only to
Keystone Lager.
the people that come. There's a bit of a gathering here today. It's great. I love when people come and share in this experience, because really we're trying to build a community here and just try to pull everybody together. I mean, we might all come from different genres of music and different walks of life and experiences, but there's nothing that says that we can't all come together in appreciation of the talent that we have in this community
and the scene.
So, and thank you to Molson Coors. They've sponsored one of the events that we've got coming up this Saturday here at London Indie Underground. It is an exclusive event, but my band Two Crown King is going to be doing a live to air performance of the new album, as well as an intimate and interactive with Ryan Valderon from a local radio station. So we're looking forward to have him come in and to connect with us, and we're going to share in our experiences, but at the same time it's going to be a bit of a party, and we're inviting some people to come down and enjoy it with us. It is an exclusive deal, so if you are interested in attending, we encourage you to get into contact with one of the members of the band, or feel free to message me directly if you'd like to come. There's only so many people that we can fit into our facility right now, but going forward in our new space, easily I think 300 to 400 people will be able to fit into the new room, which I can't wait.
Yeah,
it's going to be great for bands that when they perform live to air on the podcast, they're going to be playing on a stage.
Yep.
And and potentially in front of a studio audience, which
people will be able to come. They won't have to worry about where they're going to be. They're going to see the whole thing from.
That's right. And we got big projectors and stuff in there too, so you'll be able to, if you're not happen to be in the booth with us, which is going to be pretty sizable and I think cozy, a lot more room than this. You'll be able to be out in the lounge, and there's some couches out there and a projector, and obviously the audio is going to be pumped into the other room, so you'll be able to hear everything that we're yakking about.
The reason I'm so excited for that is because I hope now, not to say that a lot of bands haven't done it before here, but there have been a few bands that, we're playing on a podcast, we're not going to put on a show, we're just going to play. But there's been quite a couple of handfuls that have actually, put on a show like they normally would, whether on stage or in their jam room. And that's fantastic. I want to watch and hear you play like you're gonna play a show.
I know
Yeah.
that's what we're planning on doing today.
Well, yeah, I've
gonna-
heard.
Yeah, where I
You
didn't,
better.
you didn't bring your saxophone
Brought it
though.
up.
I've heard you're gonna play your saxophone while playing your bass with your feet.
I don't have my saxophone with me, and I don't think we're doing any of the saxophone
Can
songs.
you play
today.
some
What about a
hand
re-
bones
what-
while
Do
you
you
play?
want me to? I'll try some. I'll do something. Do you want me to play my bass upside down for you? Like I can do that if you.
Well, you do whatever you want.
Well, I'll
But you can't give it all away. Save something for the show.
Oh, okay. I'm
Do you
sorry.
mean you're
on.
gonna play the bass upside down, or do you mean you're gonna be upside down and play bass?
Well, you see, I wish
You
I
should
could
be
upside
down and the bass should be
Hooked
upright.
moon boots.
Nice.
because we can do that.
Really?
Oh, I-
I'm letting in an underground. We
if
can
you
do
be,
that.
if you
We're installing the Tommy Lee rotating
Oh.
platform there.
rotating
That-
drum
that
rack.
comes
That's
next
not
week.
for right now.
Yeah,
That
no.
is what the fundraiser is for.
List of improvements. Number 1, rotating Tommy Lee drum risers.
I thought it was fixed rotating drum riser so drums don't fall off when upside down.
That's right. Yeah, right now all we have is like a backhoe and we hang it upside down and
Oh,
attach a piece of plywood to it and
And that
hang
rope.
us some straps. Yeah,
that rope. How big there?
extension cords.
Yeah.
Extension
Oh,
cords.
you mean your truck's not out back there with the rope wrapped around the coil of the drum?
Yeah, exactly. All
All right,
No,
I
but-
need this to spin now. Jimmy, get outside.
So there's a couple of things that I'd like to address quickly, and you know I'm certainly not trying to soapbox this thing, but you know here we've been doing this now since I think last September is when
Yep.
we kicked this thing off, and those have been following along, you know, may not know that you know we've been doing this on our own volunteer time and our own money. I mean the expenses that are incurred to facilitate something like this. You know, is not exactly inexpensive to purchase the equipment. And besides the fact that, you know, we are a functioning recording studio, you know, all the podcast and all that other stuff that comes with it is certainly a leg or an arm of the, you know, of the umbrella. But there's obviously costs with that. And what we're looking to do long term is to grow this thing to be able to offer a better level of support to our community. And not that I don't think that we're capable of doing that right now, but these fundraisers, the idea behind it is that any monies collected are going to be reinvested into the brand to purchase, you know, equipment so that we'll be able to provide a higher level and a more professional level of product. You know, whether it's you know, better cameras. You know, better computer, installing a better internet connection in here, whatever the case may be. And we do have an end goal in mind of what we would like to raise. But really, you know, anything that people will be willing to contribute is humbling in the fact that, you know, we started this thing off as a bit of a lark, and it's grown into something that the community has really embraced. And believe me, it's I say it a 1,000 times, and it truly is humbling to be able to offer this and to be able to support the community. But we want to be able to do more, and in order to be able to do stuff like that, there's no question that, you know, there are costs associated with it. So we're not looking to make a fortune here, believe me. We're looking to reinvest in you and reinvest in our community and be a true alternative medium. Because simply put, I don't think there's enough commercial options for bands that are available. We're fortunate to have a radio show on prime time, Brandon and myself at CHRW, which I think is awesome. But I think there's more that we can do. And if we're able to provide more content, you know, vis-a-vis live performances, and to introduce you to some other bands, you know, it was just brought to my attention that, you know, there's a music management group that does watch our podcast and has been into contact with bands that have performed on the podcast as a result of that. So, and I know certainly there's a number of bands that have been afforded other opportunities because they've showcased here, not limited to the shows with Brandon through Summer Camp Productions. So, you know, thank you everybody for reaching out to us. This first show, we're going to be posting up the information about it within the next week. We're just waiting on one last band to confirm. But that said, there's still some other things that are kind of working in the background here that we may be adding to it, and it's very exciting times for us. Anyways, that's all I got to say about that. I'm sorry.
That's all I got to say about that.
Yakety yak yak yak. So, gentlemen, I want to get you guys going here, and I think I'm going to cut to some music, and we should probably get you set up and ready to hammer
let's
out a
do
set.
this.
What do you think?
We're very excited.
Cool.
You know
Okay.
he's telling the
Fact.
truth because he's stroking his beard.
Uh,
oh yes.
He's ready to go.
Excellent.
That sounds fun.
it does.
Fact.
It is a fun.
I like what you did there.
All right, so let's check out a tune from Stalefish, and then we'll. Yeah, well, I gotta support
Never
my
heard
boy.
of this band.
Never ever. So we'll check this track out, and we'll get Fun Facts set up, and after the break, we'll come back with the live performance, and then we'll get you guys back in here and
Cool.
talk about all things Fun Fact.
That
All
sounds
right.
fun.
Cool. So let's check out Stalefish. This is Prisoner on the London Indie Underground.
Whip it out. London Indie Underground.
What's up, world? It's Dan from Stalefish.
Hey, this is Derek from Stalefish.
Hey, this is Chad Cavisto from the band Stalefish, and you are tuned into London Indie Underground.
Stalefish show with Prisoner here on the London Indie Underground. I'm eating some pineapple. It's delicious. Just saying. All right. So I want to thank this band for coming in and performing with us this evening. I've been really looking forward to them coming in, and we've been featuring their stuff here on the podcast for some time. This is a little band called Fun Fact, so I hope you enjoy them.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody over there. Hi, everybody out in podcast land. We're Fun Fact.
We would like to thank Keystone for inspiring this set. All right. This one goes out to Jimmy. Started at a party out, dog, and I smiled with a case of beer and my guitar. The party started out, my friends started arriving with a slightly greener hour. Look, our love found as passed around two toes on the left-hand side. So flash flashing lights and the end of the night's a song. We won't never be alright. Won't I got myself so high, yeah. Oh, 'cause I found me a woman, no. And I ain't got me no name, no number, but I'll find her in any street corner by any name. Sweet Mary Jane, oh, I'm a sweet Mary Jane. Oh, my sweet Mary Jane. Baby, keep close and arms reach at most. I can't stand to let you out my sight. 'Cause the blue, they come and take you. I ain't going down without a fight. In love with green like a fiend to keep stacked, if you know what I mean. If my life has no winter dreams, keep me asleep beneath the trees. So if you please, won't I got myself so high, yeah. 'Cause I got me a woman, no. And I ain't got me no name, no number, but I'll find her in the street corner by any name. Mary Jane. Remember the days getting back in the haze in the school's old parking lot. No money, no worries, and worries is one thing that I never got. Rolling out again with my friends, the stereo is bumping some hot track. Stuff's covered with nostalgia, but if trouble ever found, you know that I got your back. Oh, won't I? Well, I got myself so high, yeah. Oh, 'cause I got me a woman, no. And I ain't got me no name, no number, but I'll find it in the street corner by any name. Sweet Mary Jane. Sweet Mary Jane. Sweet Mary Jane. We're gonna slow things down just a little. If I have myself to blame, I'd be so quick to admit shame, apologize, I'd run right back to you. When then you take me back, our love it would remain intact. Forgive me, love, and then you'd say I do. Oh, I love you till the end of time. My troubles are yours and your troubles are mine. How do you treat me like you do? When we wake up slow in the mid-afternoon, not a care in the world, it'll all catch up soon. Ooh. Oh, so let me lay you down. I know it's just the cold, hard ground. Who better to warm it with than me? One day we'll be set free by a white picket fence and a salary. Ooh, lucky me. Ooh, lucky me. Keep my feet on the floor, hands up above my waist. When my baby's around, it's not always the case. From the crease on her toe to the freckles on her face, gotta lose control every time that we embrace. So I'll kiss cause with my lips say, ooh, I'm more than this. Oh, in a long hot day in the cold winter's night, with my babies around, say I'm doing alright. Neighbors complain about the noise from above. They just bid old things that don't fall out of love. So I chase the girls with my lips, say, who could want more than this? Chasing every inch, say, Thanks, everybody.
I found work today. It's gonna pay the bills. Can't wait to tell my friends and my family they're gonna turn on their heads. Knowing I'm not a jerk, that I might have skills. Prospective employers might want to exploit in exchange for my ration of bread. I'm gonna save what's left of my soup. Gonna dig myself out once and for all. Settle my scores with the rich and the greedy, the banks, the schools, and the feds. Gonna get away one of these days, and it'll be good in the woods, I tell ya. Get me out, let me out. Get me out, let me out for good. When I graduate from childhood, sure, I'll be 40 by the time I can afford it, but I swear I'm gonna set it up right. We're gonna have the time to own our lives. Wake up each day and know we're not wasting it, racing to beg for what's ours. We're gonna simplify, hold no prisoners, take no lives. And once we strip off, we can't tell lies, and we'll know it's all us and ours. Gonna get away one of these days, and it'll be good in the woods, I tell ya. Get me out, let me out. Get me out, let me out. Get me out, let me out for good. What a tragedy to spend your time wasting away most of the day for such a fucking lousy wage. But I want things. We need to see stuff and hear stuff and learn stuff, and it costs so much, and we're sick of trying to give it up. We're gonna simplify one of these days, and it'll be good in the words, I tell ya. Get me out, let me out. Get me out, let me out. Get me out, let me out. Hear me out, see me out for good.
London Indie Underground.
There's a rhythm in my heart that keeps it beating. A miracle reaction from my soul. But I'm afraid that it's already empty. And being saved is out of my control. 'Cause I can't stand still and I don't have strength to reach for you. Like I've been cast off in a frozen sea of black and blue. All the paths in my head, they keep on turning, and directions sway to the unknown. 'Cause I can't stand still and I don't have strength to reach for you. Like I've been cast off in a frozen sea of black and blue. 'Cause I can't stand still and I don't have strength to reach for you. Like I've been cast off in a frozen sea of black and blue.
Underground Sound is London's fully equipped rehearsal studios. We provide only top quality backline gear with affordable hourly rates and package pricing. Audio video production services are also available. Visit us online at undergroundsoundlondon.com.
Little Riverside with Smooth Sailing here on the London Indie Underground. Before that, Metro 4 with Going Under, and we kicked it off with a little Pat Maloney with Good in the Woods from his new self-titled debut release, Root Rot, which is available now on iTunes. Gentlemen, fun fact.
Fun fact.
That was amazing.
Thank
you.
Holy hell, you guys are good.
Thank you.
You can. My first question is, how long you guys been playing together?
2 years. We have
More than 2 years. Come on.
Well, we've been a good solid band for about 2 years now.
2 years January, say?
Yeah.
You know, I got to tell you, you sound like you've been playing together for a lot longer than that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is a huge compliment.
Do you guys jam often?
We used to.
Yeah,
You jammed here
we
last
used to,
night.
Right
Well, we
here,
jammed
actually.
last
Yeah.
night, and that was fucking
Yeah,
great.
no,
Yeah,
we used
that
to
was-
play in the same building, but on the other side, we had a rehearsal space, and
Okay.
we were playing every Thursday at the Brass Door, which is now closed down. But yeah, this is a year and a half ago, like kind of when we were getting started and playing all the time, and then I went ahead and moved to Toronto and left these guys in London, so it's kind of been on a downhill turn as far as practicing goes, unfortunately.
So you're living
But
in Toronto now?
I am living in Toronto, yeah.
Okay.
But we got to jam at London Indie Underground here yesterday and banged out a couple new tunes. So hopefully we get to debut those June 8th with Frail Fragment at Call the Office. Plug.
Yes.
And
There's no shame in self-promotion, buddy.
cheers.
That's what I always say.
Right on.
Cool. So 2 years. So how did you guys find each other? What's the story of Fun
myself.
Fact?
Oh, go.
All right, you get the
first.
next one. I'm feeling this one.
Let's do the Alex perspective one. I've never heard that
Oh,
before.
okay. Well, actually, that's true. You've never heard my perspective.
No.
Well, I started playing with a fellow, and I met Kelly through this fellow that I was playing with.
Not even gonna mention.
Damien Young.
No. I met Kelly through this fellow that I was playing with, and came out and jammed and whatnot, and we were kind of part in a band, but then it turned into just kind of myself.
I got fired.
Well, yeah. Everybody kind of dropped off except for me.
I got
and
fired from that band too. Actually, I was the bass player before Alex.
Bass players
Thank
always
God
get
they
fired.
got
Yeah.
Alex.
It's funny though, like it turned into just the two of us kind of going around and doing stuff.
Okay.
And it was absolutely acrid. It was horrible.
Generally musical.
It was kinda, not really. A lot of him telling me not to play very much. It sucked because I like playing. But yeah, so I get a text message from this guy. It's like, hey, I'm kind of doing this band thing with another guy. Would you maybe like to come out and play bass for us, maybe? I'm like, yeah, that's cool, because I never thought I was going to see this guy again. And I had so much fun with him on drums the first time I met him. And I was super happy. I was blown away. I'm like, definitely I want to do this. And then I met this fine young fellow, and we all came together. And
Actually, it happened in the studio in Music Industry Arts Fanshawe. We all got together and started working on a tune, and he took a chorus. Like, we had the song What We Thought Was Written, and then the chorus was just a one-chord vamp type thing, and turned it into this semitone triplet figure that just, like, took it from, like, some kind of cool to, like,
Some
the
next
funky
level
triplets. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And he finished off the Fun Fact formula. We don't like to admit it, but it's all formulaic. It's really the same song. Shh.
It's the Nickelback approach.
That's it, right?
You-
Yeah.
you
we
think
have
that. We
primary,
actually-
secondary,
Steam whistle,
tertiary
too.
hooks.
Yeah, we have 4 templates that we use to make songs.
Mhm.
So you think you're hearing something different, but really it's the same. It's actually pretty different each time you hear it. It's
Yeah, it's
Shouldn't be
just losing
sharing
it.
this info.
no,
right?
it's, we're just joking. If you really listen to our songs, you'll hear that there are a lot of nice subtle nuances that you wouldn't hear in any of the other songs. So anyway, we bought sweaters and we became friends.
So was the sweater? That's what
It was
sealed
the
the
sweater
deal.
vest solidified it,
The
yeah.
sweater vest solidified exactly. We went
I'm
to
still coming to terms with my vest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, 'cause you're not rocking one today.
It's still in the closet.
Yeah, well, it was on.
I wore it
That
for
was
the
beautiful.
performance. It's really hot in here.
Yeah.
Well, in this room it gets particularly warm. In there,
Yeah.
it's not so bad.
It's actually kind of funny. I was the first one out of all of us to start wearing an outfit
And
when
we
we were
copped
playing.
his style.
Yeah, I started. It started out just with like glasses, and then I started wearing a dress shirt, and the dress shirts changed colors for a while. And then I started wearing a bow tie with my dress shirt, and then that changed for a while. Then I lost my bow tie, and now I'm just wearing a necktie.
These are the
But-
things you really have to concern yourself
Yeah.
with as a band,
Exactly.
right? It's
I
all
got-
image. We're really just trying to sell
I-
Alex's image at this point.
I got a pair of blue glasses that match my blue
Yeah.
tie. We
Music
also-
irrelevant. We wear vests.
Exactly. But no, I started doing that, and then for Canadian Music Week, this guy shows up in a vest, and I don't know about Kelly, but I was really excited about it. Because it was a vest.
It's like, I don't have to face this one alone.
Exactly. No longer do I have to be the only vested person here. He jumps out of his gray sweats and into a vest. It was amazing. But Kelly, we were looking for a vest for Kelly, and we couldn't find one. And right beside the venue we were playing at, there was this like old thrift shop type thing that sold really weird kind of hipster clothing. And
get the vest.
yeah, go get the vest, man.
No, it was periwinkle blue and argyle. Okay, next question.
It's beautiful.
Jeez.
We come in and this guy asks, "Do you have any vests?" And the woman's like, "We have one vest." And goes and grabs it, and it's blue and white and wool.
Doesn't
It's
really fit him that well.
It doesn't fit him that well. I love this vest. It brings joy to
But
my
I bought
heart. And we all played in vests that night, and we've been doing that ever since.
That's it. It's tight and awkward, just like Fun Fact.
So what was the?
Sorry.
No, it's okay, man. I never know what to expect when you
I need
interview
soap.
bands. Eh?
I just feel that just makes me feel awkward itself.
So where did the name Fun Fact come from?
Oh, this is funny. I asked Justin the same question. Do you remember what your answer was to me?
I'm sure. I'm like 90% sure I know.
I
We
think
were
we
cruising
came up
down-
with it one
Yeah,
day.
yeah. We were by Fanshawe Park, like just up East End, a little north. But anyways, cruising by in a car, and somebody said "Fun Fact," and we thought it was hilarious, and it's just gone from there. And it's become this running joke because every drunk in a bar has to tell us what a bad band name it is. But then we remind them that you remember it, thus it's a good band name, and
There you
that's
go.
been the ongoing battle.
It's just like you were here. I hardly recognized you because you're not obliterated
Inebriated,
right
yeah.
now. But you were here for the Salads podcast when we kicked that thing off.
I was.
And there's another band with a name that is constantly, I want to say harassed.
The
but-
Salads?
Yeah, by the
Oh,
and
man.
by people in the music industry that
Yeah,
like, what's
Let's
up
take a
with
moment
your
though.
name?
The Salads are phenomenal.
Oh,
we saw them
great
once
band.
out in where was it? Alliston. We played Alliston, and it
They
was
had a different drummer that day. And
yeah,
he was
Grant
which was
Taylor.
also
unreal.
crazy.
Yes.
Grant Taylor, in my opinion,
Oh,
is the
man.
best drummer in Canada.
He's the best drummer I've seen in the last. Oh, I saw Jojo Mayer the other week. That's not
Okay,
fair.
well, yeah, but he's not Canadian.
Right? Yeah, there we are.
He was
but yeah,
awesome. That was
phenomenal.
inspiring,
Like, great
man. That was
guys.
awesome.
Like
Yeah.
we had a great time in that podcast. Some of us might have had too much fun, but yes.
Oh, it was good, man.
Yeah,
I
man, hell
was
yeah.
concerned for your safety. I'm just glad you got home safe.
Oh, jeez. Well, thank
Oh,
you.
he got home alright. You don't want to know what happened once he got home.
Justin always gets home safely. Doesn't matter how drunk he is. He
Even
always
if he
finds
has
his way
shoes,
home.
no shoes,
Just can't
he'll get
shake
home.
him,
Yeah,
right?
Princess and
What a
Natalie, no
dick.
problem.
Exactly.
So I have a copy of your EP here that one of you guys had sent me. Either that or I got it through somebody else.
Do you have a physical copy?
Could have been me.
No, I got a digital copy, and we've been featuring it not only here on the podcast but on the radio show. And you guys might have seen our tweets when we
awesome.
Sweet,
Yeah.
certainly, yeah.
When we jam
you
it out
had Sugar Shack, Simon LaRochette, who
That's
did
right.
that EP for us, right?
Yeah.
And then Siegfried Meyer mastered it.
Yeah.
We were so happy with it. We're going to be back in there in July to
Yeah.
do a second.
It's a great combination. Sometimes when you find that guy that is able to dial in the sound that
Oh, it
you're
was
looking
phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
And then we
Yeah.
heard in his interview, he made it sound like he just put up microphones and it happened.
Yeah.
Not the case. The man
Nah,
is
he's a modest
amazing.
guy.
He is
Yeah,
a very modest
too
guy.
modest.
He's amazing.
Yeah, it was great to have him on the podcast, right?
Mhm.
You know,
Really
it's funny
good
because
dude.
sometimes I have people say, why do you have other producers and other engineers? Because I'm a producer too, right?
Yeah.
And,
Sure.
and I work with music, but it's not about me. It's about the community. So I don't care about any of that stuff. But I got to tell you, having heard that recording and not realizing at first that it was Simon that had done it, and then finding out after the fact, I'm like, wow. I mean, not only is the recording great in the musicianship, but the quality of it was really.
If you ever
well
check out
too.
his band Olenka and the Autumn Lovers
Yeah.
and all that stuff, I'm 90% sure he was involved
Oh,
with
yeah.
the production and whatnot. And it sounds beautiful. Like I saw them at Lee's Palace a couple months ago.
Yeah,
They're really
yeah.
good.
I've seen Olenka play a few times.
Right
She's very, very talented.
Mhm.
So back in the studio in July. How old is the EP right now?
We're rounding a year. We
yeah.
released
Rounding
it
a
in
year.
September at the Horseshoe.
Okay.
So yeah, getting there.
And so do you guys gig in Toronto often?
Yeah, we've kept it to more or less a monthly thing. Although last week we played, or 2 weeks ago, mind you, we played like a Tuesday, Friday. But generally, we try to appear between London and Toronto every month, and then whatever else we can put together. We'll be in Hamilton on the 22nd.
Okay.
Yeah, playing. Oh no, Homegrown with Holy Roller, another London-based band.
Yeah,
like,
familiar with them.
Yeah, super groovy, really thick vocal harmonies.
I didn't know about this show.
Oh no?
No.
Really
On the
funny
22nd,
drummer.
we're playing in Hamilton.
Oh my
Alex.
goodness! Wow.
Yeah, man.
That's
Try
great.
to make it out.
I'll try to.
Available for that day?
Oh well, you see, yeah.
It won't be fun without you.
I'm just the bass player. They don't
Surprise.
Yeah, lead bass though. It's lead bass.
We've talked about this.
Yeah. Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, I have to point out, and forgive me because I'm sure this is not new to you guys, but as a bass player listening to another bass player, I gotta tell you, man, you got some serious chops.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Next level.
Thank you.
And we were talking offline about our favorite players, and certainly for me, shades of Les Claypool, shades of Larry Graham, shades of Flea. In there, what are your main influences?
I love Flea as well, and I really do love Les Claypool. Like those guys are awesome. I'm also a big fan of Victor Wooten.
Okay.
I love his stuff. I love Stephen Bailey.
Yeah.
Like he's also really great. Michael Manring. For some of the stuff here, I do more percussive and whatnot, but other stuff that I do a lot of melodic bass lines with lots of harmonics peppered in there and whatnot, and that's very reminiscent of of what Michael Manring does. He's a phenomenal bass player and just kind of takes the bass from what it is and brings it to something else. It's great. I don't know. I love playing bass just in general because it's such a sonically rounded instrument. You can get those really, really low end sounds from there. You can also do a lot of percussive stuff, and then you can also get really, really high sounds out of it that you can do like percussion and bass and lead all at once if you really wanted to. But
I see you playing your bass upside down there.
oh, that was fun. Yes.
Yeah, we need to write tougher songs for
Yeah.
him, man. Sometimes he text messages on stage.
Oh my god.
You know?
Last time we played, I got a text after, well, it was during our
Tweets
set, but
and
I
shit.
read it after our set. It's just like, Kelly,
Right.
are we playing right now,
I made
Kelly?
him turn his cell phone off. Don't worry. We're safe for now.
Man, what the hell?
I just wanted to see if I could do it. I
I didn't notice.
So you were
Let's
playing
start
with
doing
one
a
hand and
different
texting
key.
with
Yeah,
the other?
I was playing with one hand. I'm texting and drink something, talk to people, have full-on phone
Couple high
conversations.
fives.
He's pulled
I
back the
just-
curtain. He's pulling back the curtain, showing everybody that maybe it's not that tough.
Right?
Well, he grabbed
no,
the
College
drumstick
Humor.
I dropped in.
College
there,
Humor
yeah.
video. There's a bass playing College Humor video you have to see where Tom DeLonge addresses a whole bunch of other bass players about
Yeah.
how we need to try a little harder.
Yeah.
Flea, he's doing his part.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if I was able to continue playing a bass line while thinking about something else while I was doing it.
Well, I guess we've learned the answer to
Well,
that.
I can do it, and I will never do it again.
Bold
But
face live.
it's the fact that you had to try it live.
Oh yeah.
That's like Evel Knievel going like, "Fuck, there's this canyon here. I got a bike."
I'm
Let's
pretty
do
sure
it.
that's how it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time I played my bass behind my head.
and he
I tried
tweeted
that,
it Instagram over the canyon.
It's just
Hashtag badass.
Yeah. Hashtag crashing.
I just, as a sidebar here, I just want to again thank Molson Coors for the sponsorship for our podcast. And, I've noticed that since the onset of this sponsorship, it's a lot louder in the other room during the podcast.
Jesus and ever.
You can hear
It's getting
people like
looser,
hooting and
yeah.
hollering over there, so they seem to be having a good time, which is
Yeah,
which is
loose.
awesome.
Well, Dan's separated from the crowd and come over here to get his own bit of privacy, so he's playing the guitar right outside the doors.
He just bought a new guitar
Yeah,
today.
I know. We were discussing that earlier.
Yeah.
But it's just funny that this is where he decides to play.
Dan's his own man.
He is.
Does his own
He
thing.
Podcast be damned.
So
Dan's got to play.
Exactly. It's a beautiful guitar, too.
It is very nice.
I rather enjoy it.
Very nice. He can look at himself in it.
Yes.
Oh,
So
man,
shiny.
that's perfect for every guitarist.
Yeah.
Feed the ego.
So, obviously, you got the show coming up on the 8th.
Yeah.
So instead of the quick little plug, I know one of the bands that I actually play. I used to play in a band called Surrounded by Water, and I think we might have even played a show with you guys one night.
yeah,
which is-
That was the last year version of this show.
Yeah, I think
I
Fail
call the
Fragment
office
was
with
on it.
Fail
exactly.
Fragment?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is a crazy mashup of bands.
Certainly
That
was.
was.
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
That was a fun night,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
Love
it was.
Call the Office.
This is going back for a while, but I do remember Frail Fragment. That said, I'm not familiar with some of the other bands that are on that bill with you guys, right?
there's
Mojo?
Mojo?
Mojo, they're something you actually have to come out live and see.
Yeah.
That's just all I can say about them.
That's all you can say?
That's it. They're a band. Come out and see them. If you don't, you're going to be sad.
You heard it here first.
That's my band's marketing. Two Crown King is a band.
Yep.
It's a
So
band.
that's what
Yeah,
we
it's
say.
also a wine or something, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Awesome.
Oh, no.
We're working on it.
Nice.
Okay, so you got the 8th coming up, and then are you guys taking a little break to go in the studio, or are you going to keep active?
No, we're actively trying to book gigs for sure. We got something in August now lined up at the Cameron House in Toronto. Like, as I said, we bounce around a lot, so we'll be out at...
got stuff going on all summer.
Yeah, we're hitting Niagara Falls, we're hitting Port... Oh, it's some kind of port.
Dover?
We're hitting Port Dover.
With
It's not going to be
Frank.
Friday the 13th, but
All
it'll
you-
still be okay.
All you need to do is check out funfactmusic.com.
As created by A Driven Design.
Who also did London Indie Underground's website.
Brilliant work.
Well, with our website, you can see where we're playing. You can shoot us a line and just say, "Hey, I like you guys." You can download our first EP. You can find links to our other work.
It's all out there.
Cool.
Yeah, you can
And
see
Twitter at Fun Fact Music.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. I encourage our listeners to give you guys a follow and
Oh, that would
kind
be
of
Please
keep
do, yeah.
abreast.
Download the EP. It's free.
Yeah, it's
Come
free.
On. No time like the present.
It's
We're gonna
free.
There
take
you
that
go.
off there sooner or later. So
by sooner or later. We
Oh, we'll do it. Don't make us.
You see, we keep threatening.
We'll turn
We-
this thing around.
You've been threatening it for a year now.
We have
It's
been.
been out.
It's like when we
We'll
released
turn
it. When we released it, we didn't really have any physical copies. We had download cards.
we still don't have.
Yeah, we blew the budget,
Well-
right? It
Well,
came
we
time
were-
to release it, and we were like, oh, we still want people to hear it, but
Well,
we have no time to make
It's
the
like,
money
do
to
we
press
master it or do we print it? No, we should probably master it.
We had download cards, and what we were initially going to do was have a password on the download card, so you could put the password in and then download the EP. But we weren't able to figure that out.
it. Yeah, the technology
so
was just...
we ended up just giving out these download cards, and people downloaded it and whatnot. And then we did come out with physical copies. So if you came to a show, you could buy our CD, or you could just go home and download it for free. But we sold.
Tough sell.
We sold a bunch, and the
I think
packaging was
someone
beautiful.
stole like 10 CDs during Canadian Music Week. we
Yeah,
don't have a merch
so-
person, so we just kind of left him out there.
Well, we
Well,
did
with
have
a
a merch
bucket, like
person.
to put money into.
Well,
Right?
no, there
yeah, you know,
was.
kind of
I
like the
mean-
person who leaves the candy at the end of the driveway on Halloween and
Oh, yeah.
doesn't expect you to unload it into your bag.
Yeah.
Only
We were those guys.
we weren't those guys because there was a guy that was supposed to sit there for the night and
All
watch
right.
our
Let's
stuff.
not air all our grievances here.
Well, I'm not airing a grievance. I'm just
I just want
It's
to know more
not
about
Festivus.
as long as somebody's
This
listening
isn't,
to the
yeah.
CDs,
Or there'll be a
it's
feat of
fine.
strength next.
I just want to know more about this guy who leaves candy at his driveway.
Oh, really? I'm the only one from the suburbs?
Yes.
Jeez, Mississauga.
What is
Check
this
it
name,
out.
Andrew?
Mississauga Road.
No, I remember that happened when I was a kid.
They
too.
got the big chocolate bars over there.
Right? And sometimes pop cans, but
Ooh.
we won't brag.
So you also play saxophone
Yes.
in the mural that we had
Yes.
up there. Showed you playing saxophone as well, right?
I do. I play saxophone on a couple of songs in saxophone. I don't know.
Saxophone.
Namely,
I play saxophone,
if you don't love me, which is featured on our first EP, which you can download for free at funfactmusic.com.
Well done.
Yeah. Or I also play it in Rocky Raccoon. Like the end of we do a cover of Rocky Raccoon, and at the end of that, I play sax, and you can also find that at funfactmusic.com.
Well, there you go.
Sorry, I had to.
Like I said, there's no shame in self-promotion.
That's it. And a
So
little
when
Beatles.
I heard a story that when you can play, so much like you were testing yourself whether or not you could play bass with one hand and text in the other.
Yes.
I understand that you can also play bass and saxophone at the same time.
Yeah, there was a band that I was playing for a little while, and I would actually play bass with my feet. So I'd be tapping out bass lines and playing sax.
No, you
with
weren't.
Yeah.
Now
I
the
was.
true
Amazing.
test will
There's-
be if you can play bass with your feet, play saxophone, and text.
Right,
I don't know if
right.
I can do that, but
The only
I
man with
used to,
opposable toes.
I used to also play two saxophones at once. I'd play like a tenor sax and a soprano sax at the same time, and just kind of do like nice harmonies. And by that I mean I'd play like the
He's
4
an
or
alien.
5
Yeah,
notes.
really. And for my next act.
It was,
Yeah.
it was fun. I saw this sax player named Joe Lovano, and he had something called an alachrome, which is two soprano saxophones linked together that you're able to play like in tandem or in sequence.
Okay.
And when I saw him do that, I was like, that's so cool. I can't afford one of those. What am I going to do? I'll just play 2 saxophones at once and see what happens. Yeah. That's how
You
that
are
came
an
about.
alien.
Yeah.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah.
But that's awesome that you can do that. That's pretty cool.
No, that's incredible, man. To have that
No one
level
said
of
anything
talent.
about it sounding good.
You know what? Sometimes talents are discovered in the most bizarre ways. You know.
Well, and they come out of necessity, kind of thing. Like he couldn't afford the tandem saxophone, so he drops.
So he got an oboe bow.
Yeah, he got an oboe bow, and then
Next
drops
is
2
the
at
tuba
once.
ba.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's pretty crazy. That's cool.
Oh, it was fun.
Well, gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for coming down here and doing your thing.
we should
Thank
thank you.
you.
man.
Oh man,
Yeah,
it's all my
Jamie.
pleasure. All my pleasure.
It was so
And-
much
Most
fun.
definitely.
And obviously, you guys, if you've been following along, you know that we're going to be moving into the new facility, which I'm going to give you a bit of a tour of here in a bit. And going forward, we're going to be booking some shows in there.
Sweet.
And I'd certainly love to have
Yeah,
you guys
keep us
come
in
in.
mind.
Anytime, yeah.
Very much to.
That'd be great.
I'm just hearing about this big unveiling now, but
Well, it's bye, Jay. Jay Rhoda Photography. He's on
Hi,
his way out of
Jay.
here. Taking
Thanks.
some photos.
Yeah.
London's premier photog. Get at him, folks. Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys to bear with me here. I got to run down some stuff.
Okay.
And first and foremost, Gary, I think it's time that we address the battle for the underground.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it? Winner, chicken dinner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Give her.
Okay, so I know
what it
there's some
says.
people listening with some anticipation for this, and this is a month-long build-up now. Those that don't know, we were running a contest and encouraging bands to post links to their online page of choice to an event page we created, and then from there they had to reach out to their friends, their fans, and their family to visit this page and to click on like on the links that were posted on the wall related to their band, with the top 3 bands with the most likes being considered for a promotional prize pack as part of winning. Sponsored by the Vault Recording Studio, Summer Camp Productions, Shirt for Brains, Custom Screen Printing, Jason Rhoda Photography, and London Indie Underground. So just so you know, that the top 3 vote-getting bands were a band called Tisk Tisk Tisk, which came in at 114 likes,
Nice.
which is pretty substantial.
Yeah.
Another band, The Offensive Senses,
Mm-hmm.
came in with 114 likes as well.
Oh.
And Sean Primmer's band, who plays in a band, he's from Stratford. He plays in a band called Buckshot Betty, among other things. And I've known this guy for a little while now. He's a good dude. His band got 135 votes.
Nice.
Or likes, rather.
Yeah.
Everyone in Stratford.
So there's your top 3. Now, before I announce the winner, I just want to say that there's no losers in this contest, because the truth is, not only is it given us an opportunity to, familiarize ourselves and to get to know some bands that we might not have otherwise, it's given, I think, an opportunity for a little cross traffic where people can come and take a look at the bands that have gotten behind this. And I want to thank all of the bands for posting links on here. Any of the bands that are on here right now, I got to say, first off, if you've not sent us music yet, you need to get on this. Send us your tracks to londonindieug@hotmail.com, because we're going to play it for you. Now, the winning band here is going to get this promotional prize pack. And the other 2 bands are also going to be featured prominently on the podcast, as well as on the radio show. So there's no losers here right across the board, and I want to make that clear.
And I'm thinking, just not to interrupt, I'm thinking that maybe from the Shirt for Brains aspect, for the other 2, we'll, if they need any promo stuff, we'll do a discount with them as well. Just because that's a lot.
There's other stuff that we can do for them. I mean,
Yeah.
I would like to reach out to these bands anyways,
Yeah.
and
Well,
have
they did a
them,
lot of work, right?
And have
So-
them come perform on the podcast.
Yeah.
I think that's I think that's only fair. So
Yeah.
those the other 2 bands, we're going to invite you to come and perform on the podcast, but the winning band is going to receive the full promotional prize pack. So without further ado, based on the London Indie Underground panel, drum roll, please. I'd like to say congratulations to the Offensive Senses.
Nice.
Congratulations. I want you to know that this is not an arbitrary thing. We did have some deliberation about this, and the winner is the Offensive Senses. So congratulations, gentlemen. Well deserved. hardworking band, and certainly a band that's offered us a lot of support and and getting behind us. But the same can be said for even Sean Primer and Buckshot Betty. Those guys have really been pumping our tires too. So the other two bands, Tisk 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 and Buckshot Betty, we're going to reach out to you guys. We'd still like to have you come and perform on the podcast. But the winner is the Offensive Senses, and you will receive the following. I'm going to rattle off here. On-air performance and interview on London Indie Underground Indie Stream podcast. Number 2, 1 free song recorded, mixed, and mastered at the Vault Recording Studio. Number 3, CHRW airplay of said new song. Number 4, professional photo shoot with J. Rhoda Photography, promo and live shots. Number 5, 24 times 1 color custom t-shirts from Shirt for Brains Custom Screen Printing. Number 6, an opening slot on a summer camp production show, date to be determined. And Brandon Eady will be in contact with you, gentlemen, the Offensive Senses, to book that accordingly. So once again, congratulations. I want to thank all the bands that have gotten behind this. Believe me, the support has been overwhelming. But please, if you've not sent in your tracks to us, please send us in your stuff. We're going to jam it for you. If you've not heard our song, or your song rather, on our podcast, rest assured our radio show, if you've not listened to it yet, Fridays from 3:30 to 6 p.m. on CHRW 94.9 FM. There's a lot less talk, a lot more music. The last playlist that I did was roughly an hour and a half worth of music.
Nice.
Maybe an hour and 20 minutes. So there's a lot more music there. So please send us in your stuff because we're going to promote it for you because that's what we do.
Woo.
Awesome.
Cool.
I'm really I'm glad for them and
yeah, definitely.
I've been watching this kind of unfold, and you never know what to expect when you put something out there and to see who's going to embrace it. So it's awesome that everybody's got behind this thing. So, and believe me, we're not done. This is not the only time that you will have an opportunity to win, because we're going to continue to do this in support. Man, there's some cackling going on in the hallway out there.
No doubt, eh? It's a party.
Thank you, Molson Coors.
Yeah, beer plus people equals noise. Woohoo!
All right, let's burn this down. We got to thank the sponsors.
Give her.
Underground Sound Rehearsal Studios. I'm not thanking them as much as I am plugging them. If you happen to be in a band and you are looking for a rehearsal facility, we provide top quality gear in a very professional, secured environment. We do charge hourly rates. We're the most affordable in town, and believe me, we do have the best facilities in the best part of town. We're the best.
Best part of town.
No, but in all seriousness, though, the feedback that we've been getting in terms of what we've provided to the community has been great. But really, we're offering all this stuff part and parcel to be able to promote. Are you guys snuggling?
Oh, we're just
we're snuggling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So if you're in a band, you're looking for a rehearsal facility, get into contact with us. We do offer monthly options, but we do charge affordable hourly rates and provide only top quality backline gear. Get at us. Vault Recording Studio. We are a studio first. We are a podcast second. If you happen to be in the market and looking to get some product recorded, we've been privileged to have worked with a lot of the more recognized contributors in this market and have produced some great stuff over the last little while with some pretty accomplished bands. So we want to thank those bands that put their faith in us to produce their product, but we're very happy to support your needs, and we will custom our our pricing structure based on what you're looking for, because we do have a lot of options available. So get at us. Need to thank Manson Keeler at Manson Tattoo. I've been talking about this for a little while. Manson and I have ventured into a partnership together where I'm offering some advertisement with him in exchange for getting some work done for me. But I want to make this clear. I certainly wouldn't venture into something like this unless I knew unequivocally 100% that this is the guy that I wanted to work with. And his reputation precedes him. His work is stunning. You really need to go and check him out. He's at Dundas and is it English or Elizabeth? There's a little plaza that's on the corner there. You can't miss it. He's got a tent sign out on the street. Manson Keeler is his name. Great dude. We're going to be posting up a little documentary on him because we're filming the work that he's been doing on me. But it's not about me, it's about him. And the focus is about him exclusively and his approach to the art. So stay tuned. We'll have more information about that. All right, go through this quick. J. Rhoda Photography. London's premier photog, been in the business for 20 years. This guy knows how to capture light. He knows how to make your band look good. If you need some glamour shots, some promo shots, pictures of food, pictures of your animals, wherever the case may be, you need to get at them. The information is right there up on the screen. J. Rorta Photography. The Submission Academy Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, located at Dundas and Egerton, run by my good friend Stephen Jane Poulin. Their school, I think, just broke 2 years all together, not necessarily including the time that they've been in their current place, because I think it's only a year there, but their school's been in operation for about 2 years and is blowing up right now and has quickly become the premier place to study Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And people often associate Jiu-Jitsu with a barbaric sport like MMA fighting and all that kind of stuff, where truth is it's actually called the gentle art, and it was designed to help the smaller man in the event of an altercation to be able to defend himself, but has quickly become more of a sport and is popping up all over the place. If you're looking to build some some strength, confidence through hard work, these are the people that you want to go see. I encourage you to go and check out one of the classes and see how they operate, because believe me, they're very entertaining, but at the same time they're very detailed and very structured, and their students are cleaning up when they're going to competitions right now, coming out with medals left, right, and center. They even have a kids program, and the kids are doing very well, and the parents love the program. So encourage you to check it out. FullColorCards.ca. My buddy Scotty Finlayson, aka Scotty Fairmont, also plays in a band called the Fairmonts, which is a mainstay down to the Poacher's Arm. You'll probably see him at Barney's Patio. He's the guy that plays the djembe. Worked in graphic design for years, branched off and created his own company called FullColorCards.ca. If you're in the market for some business cards, this is the guy you want to go see. Trust me, the work that he does is brilliant. The turnaround time is very fast, and he can custom your work specifically to what you want to do. But at the same time, sometimes people have more of a concept rather than a hard copy of what it is that they want. He can help you put that together. FullColorCards.ca. Last but not least, Gary Begner at Shirt for Brains Custom Screen Printing. If you can think it, he can ink it. Gary is quickly establishing himself as one of the go-to people in this market to get shirts done, particularly for bands, but there's organizations that have been reaching out to him too. I can tell you from my experience in having dealt with him rather, I sometimes it's presenting concepts to him and he's able to put something together which exceeds my expectations. But sometimes, it's just, hey Gary, this is what I need to do. Here's my graphic. Here's what I got. He's like, yep, no problem. I can do this for you. And it gives you that personalized, experience that you're not going to get when you're dealing with some of the big corporations. So I encourage you to check them out. Gary, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I like bears.
I like
No, I'm
turtles.
just, you know what? Get a hold of me. If you're in a band, get a hold of me. I like to work deals with bands because I like you guys to be able to promote yourself, and it's part of what I do for the scene. So yeah, just get at me. info@shirtforbrains.ca. We'll work something out. 1, 2, whatever. How many colors you want to do it, we'll set it up and get you going.
Cool.
Give her.
Ka-choo.
So yeah, so that's what we do.
Last but not least, coming up at the end of July, hello.
Mean mugging.
I know her. You don't know me, but I know you. We'll talk about it in a minute. I'm on air right now.
We got people looking in the window.
So I would like to point out that coming up June 29th, rather, and June 30th, this is going to be the first annual Latchie Music Festival.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very proud to be involved with this and sponsoring this event and offering some promotion, but at the same time, one of my bands, Marcellus Wallace, is also going to be performing at this concert. But as you can see, it's going to include, not limited to some alumni from London Indie Underground, but certainly a smattering of some of the best talents in this market. So it is a camping event. It is going to be by reservation. I believe the price structure is going to be $25 for the camping event for the weekend. It is a bring your own beer type of event, but it is going to include all of these bands over a 2-day festival, and I think it's going to be brilliant. This is the exact type of thing that I think that local music needs. Now, granted, it is going to be off the grid a little bit because it is in Kamloops, which is just outside of Sarnia. However, the organizers are looking to put together some shuttles to be able to bring people out to this event. So if you've got nothing planned for Canada Day, I can think of no other place that you should be attending. If you've not been to country camping or anything like that, it's a hell of a good time, and there's going to be some great bands, as you can see up there on the screen. So we're going to be posting some more information about it as it comes down the pipe in terms of the pricing structure, in terms of details with respect to the bands, but there is an invite, a Facebook event right now that we will be posting up, so you'll be able to get some more information about this. Last but not least, I want to thank Brandon Eady at Summer Camp Productions, who's come into the fold here as a partner with London Indie Underground and is going to be working with us as we move forward in the summer and transition into our new facility to be able to book some shows. And I want to thank him for contributing to the Battle for the Underground contest and providing our winners, the Offensive Senses, with an opening show, which will in all likelihood is going to be at the London Music Hall, opening up for some established acts, get them in front of a big crowd. So thank you, Brandon, and Summer Camp Productions for getting involved with us here at London Indie Underground. So that brings us to the end. Thank you for letting me do my thing there. That was a lot of talking, I know. But, it's what I got to do. Got to do what you got to do.
That's true.
So we're going to end this baby off here with a 2-shot. Let me see. Gary, take over for me for a moment.
We're going to do 2-shot. Not a Stevie Ray Vaughan 2-shot. Because that
No,
just
that's a
ends
cold
in
shot.
That's a cold shot, and it always ends at the plane in a mountain, and nobody wants that.
Oh,
On that note, today is the day that Jeff Buckley passed away, drowned in the Mississippi, I believe it was.
Oh my God, is it? Let's play some Jeff.
Yeah, so no, but he's not local, so we can't
but
play
it's
it.
not- and it's not indie.
He's not. Yeah, he's not indie. Well, he kind of was, but still at the same point, even though he signed
He
to a
was
label, but he was
awesome.
pretty much the most. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that's we're gonna do a 2-shot. I don't know what he's gonna play, so I think it's gonna be something maybe funky, maybe heavy, maybe local.
We're gonna do a 2-shot. Okay, I'm ready to go now.
Yeah.
So the 2-shot we're gonna do is gonna be the Offensive Census.
Excellent.
Who's our winner?
Yeah.
And they incidentally
Continuity.
they worked with Mr. Michael Marucci on
okay.
their first recordings. Who's here right now in the other room and who was on the earlier part of the podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm going to end this thing off with a band called Hiroshima Hearts, which is a band that recorded with me recently. We did a 3-song Live Off the Floor EP, and which is great. They're an indie band, and they're all original, but they're a blues band from London, which I thought was really cool because, usually when you go see blues, at least from my experience, it's often players that are doing their take on some of the blues classics and not always their own original material, but this is an up-and-coming blues band that's from this market that you're probably going to be hearing a lot about in the next little while. I think they're super talented, and I was really privileged to work with them. So we're going to end this baby off with these two. Brando, can you join us at the last minute?
Well, I thought you were still doing the interview, and then I heard you make note of the battle and the winner, and I still don't even know who won.
The Offensive Senses.
Nice!
Offensive Senses. Sorry.
The Offensive Senses.
The Offensive Senses. Great band.
Yeah.
They sent me some stuff. I loved it.
Good name.
Yeah. So
No
kudos.
fun
Here's
fact.
my congratulations since I wasn't around for it.
Well, there you go.
Jeez Louise.
Well, I thanked you, too, for
Alright.
providing the Offensive Senses with a chance to showcase their talents in front of a...
Yeah, man. And that's easy because it's punk rock.
There you go.
Nice.
Cool. So I want to thank our listeners for tuning in. I want to thank Fun Fact.
We'd
Gentlemen,
like to thank
thanks,
you.
thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much, listeners, for
Nice
tuning
set.
in and watching us do our own brand of funk rock.
Right on. We're going to be posting up the archive, too.
Awesome.
So any listeners, because we know Wednesday, Hump Day, is not always, we're not in everybody's home with them 7 to 9 p.m. on a Wednesday. We get that. But that said, we've certainly had a lot of activity on the archive, which we encourage you to check out. And this podcast is going to be uploaded to it as well. So, Gary, thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Great to see you, dude.
Good seeing you.
Good. You're looking svelte, by the way. When you're not in front of the camera.
Yeah. I'm no longer the skinny fat man. I don't know what's happening.
Okay, so folks, join us on Friday on CHRW Radio, 94.9 CHRW, where me and Brendan Eady will have London Indie Underground, and we'll be spinning a lot more music than we do on the Wednesdays. Once again, it's a lot more rock, a lot less talk. On the podcast, though, we yakety-yak, because that's how we do. And then next week, we're going to return. Now, I hadn't booked anything tentatively for next week as far as a musical guest yet because I didn't know if we were going to be in limbo as far as the move goes. We'll have some more information with respect to that coming up. But the next date that we've got planned for an in-studio performance, which is going to be taking place in the new facility, is going to be June 12th, and it's Tandem Fucking Eagle.
Nice.
And I
Yeah.
vowed that going forward on the podcast,
Tandem Fucking Eagle.
Tandem Fucking Eagle, and on the radio show, it's Tandem Bleeping Eagle.
We're not effing Eagle?
No, I'm not even gonna go there.
Really?
Yeah, no.
No, you can't fuck around.
I mean, bleep
I
around.
only corrected you for like 3 weeks. The first few weeks that we were playing that tune.
I know.
Tandem
man.
Eagle. No. Tandem. Fucking Eagles.
TNF and E.
They'll be joining us June 12th. So,
Excellent.
thanks for tuning in, folks. Once again, my name is Jimmy James. We're broadcasting live from the Vault Recording Studio in Adelaide and Princess. Thanks for joining us on the London Indie Underground. Visit us at londonindieunderground.com for more information and check out the archive. This is The Offensive Senses. Congratulations, gentlemen, with Gated Youth, followed by Hiroshima Hearts with Pistol Grip Prince. Have a good night.
Some people wish for disaster to wash the world away. I say they choose their ignorance to the truth of Judgment Day. When it all burns down, there's nothing left to say. There's no one right or wrong. At the end of days, survival isn't victory, existence isn't truth. Praying for extinction is the pride of getting you. Maybe in tomorrow we will find a better way to put the past behind us and live in this today. Why not try a little harder? Why not see the better half? Try not to dwell on your misfortunes. Instead look back on it and laugh. Whatever got you here can't have been that bad. You can't say you hate everyone with all these friends that you've had. Survival isn't victory, existence isn't truth. Praying for extinction is the pride of getting you. Maybe in tomorrow we will find a better way to put the past behind us and live in this today. Survival isn't victory, existence isn't truth. Praying for extinction is the pride of getting you. Maybe in tomorrow we will find a better way to put the past behind us and live in this today. Survival isn't victory, existence isn't truth. Praying for extinction is the pride of getting you. Maybe in tomorrow we will find a better way to put the past behind us and live in this today.
Well, I call him the Pistol Grip Prince. Yes, I call him my Pistol Grip Prince. But hero, my baby hero, and I ain't seen him since. If you see that man, won't you tell